While paddling his small boat across the calm lake, the man suddenly heard faint cries for help and the sound of frantic splashing in the water. He immediately looked around and was astonished to discover a fawn struggling in the middle of the lake in an extremely dangerous situation. What shocked him even more was that a large turtle was constantly biting and clinging to the deer's back, making it even more frightened. The exhausted little animal opened its eyes wide in despair, whimpering and struggling in the cold water for survival. Without a moment's hesitation, the man immediately rowed his boat at full speed towards the deer to provide timely assistance. He gently used the oar to shoo the turtle away, then stretched as far as he could to reach the tiny creature. Just before the current threatened to sweep it further away, the man managed to pull the deer safely onto the boat. At this moment, the animal's entire body was soaking wet, trembling uncontrollably from cold and fear, its body stiff as if it had no strength left. The man could clearly feel the deer's rapidly beating heart as he gently stroked it to reassure it. Upon closer inspection, he discovered that the animal's back still bore bloody bite marks, but fortunately, they hadn't caused serious injury. After reaching shore, the man decided to take the fawn home to continue caring for it and monitoring its health. He prepared a cozy resting spot, turned on the heater, and carefully wiped dry each patch of fur that was still damp. Next, he mixed milk in a small feeding bottle and patiently fed it to the deer, sip by sip, to help it regain its strength. Thanks to that attentive care, after only a short time, the animal became more alert and began to stand up on its still trembling legs. However, the man understood that the deer belonged in the vast forest, not in his own home. Therefore, he decided to take the animal back to the lakeside area where he had rescued it to search for the deer's mother. From a distance, a mother deer appeared, her eyes filled with anxiety, constantly scanning her surroundings as if still desperately searching for her fawn. The man gently placed the box on the ground and stepped back a considerable distance so that the mother and child could get close to each other. The fawn immediately ran towards its mother, who bent down to sniff and repeatedly licked its fur in an emotional reunion. The sight left the man speechless, because just a few hours earlier, the deer had been teetering on the brink of death. What was remarkable was that the little deer kept turning its head to look back at the man, as if trying to remember the face of its benefactor. Then, both the mother deer and her fawn turned back to look at him one last time, their gentle eyes conveying a sense of gratitude. Then the mother and daughter walked leisurely side by side, slowly making their way deeper into the green forest and gradually disappearing behind the trees. About a month later, something unexpected happened when the mother deer and her fawn reappeared in front of his house. They stood calmly on the familiar lawn, looking up towards the porch as if visiting an old friend. The man brought out some food and clean water, and the mother and daughter obediently approached to enjoy it in a peaceful atmosphere. An act of kindness can sometimes not only save a small life, but also provide an opportunity for a family to be reunited and continue their peaceful days together.